What's up, everybody? RageCage20 here. Back with the In This Moment EP, Blood 1983. We're on, in fact, Blood 1983. The last one I'm doing for the night. I've done quite a bit of recording tonight, and I'm very happy about that. And just coming off Horror, and if you didn't watch it, was not super impressed. Wasn't feeling it. I'm really hoping that, maybe I'll look up after this before I get to the other three, what the intent of this EP was. If it was just kind of a remix, like an 80s EDM electronica style remix of some of these songs, I don't know. Or maybe Blood's gonna really switch it up here and it's gonna be like, okay, because I was kind of expecting more of a Falling Reverse Reimagine, where they take the song and make it as a song, not as a remix, and but put it in a completely different direction. I was kind of more expecting that, and I feel like I'm getting more remixes, but just one. We've only had one taste, and I will do my best. Clean slate, wipe it off. Coming to this fresh eyes, fresh imagination, though, that the given the good grace of clean slate coming into this one will wane fast if it's like the same thing as the last one. Just as a warning to you, it will. But cross my fingers, rumbling on wood, that it ain't gonna be that way. So, bring me on down here. Let's get to it. Blood 1983 official audio. Let's take two, Maria. What you got? What you got for me?
I hate you for the sacrifices you made for me. I hate you for every time you ever bled for me. I hate you for the way you smile when you look at me. I hate you for never taking control of me. I hate you for always saving me from myself. I hate you for always choosing me and not someone else. I hate you for always pulling me back from the edge. I hate you for every kind word you ever said.
Okay. I'll see this. Better. definitely, definitely better. I mean, again, definitely got those 80 feels in there. Like, there's one part, I swear, straight out of Stranger Things. Like, definitely got that 80s sound to it. So, digging that. Definitely digging that. Um, I'm just gonna make the assumption before even looking at whatnot. I'm just gonna say straight up that this is specifically designed just be remixes, and I shouldn't be looking for anything more than just that. Um, I think it would have been really cool if, besides just making it like less intense, less screamed, and just more melodic, I think it would have been really awesome if they would have tried to be like, yo, let's like take some of our famous Blood songs and reimagine them and just completely revamp it instead of making the 80s techno soft remix version of it. I think that would have been like super way cooler. But let's take these for what they are. And I was just looking at it like that. For what they are, that was cool. You know what I mean? That was definitely entertaining. It was definitely in a better direction. I feel like slurping on a little bit of copium, but then again, copamine. um, but then again, we haven't heard anything. I mean, you guys, you probably already know this if you're watching this. We haven't seen anything from God Mode yet, so there's still, shouldn't jump to conclusions yet. But I feel like I'm slurping on some of that extra copium juice, copiade. But just like I feel like I've had these thoughts before with like seeing previews of like video games and stuff like that, to or when they're making live action versions of maybe either certain movies or like books to movies and stuff, to where it's just you're looking at it's like, oh, okay, hey, this is cool, but like let's hope they don't continue with this, right? Because like that would be really weird if they did that, so they're not gonna do that, right? And then you come to find out that that's exactly what it is. It's just like, but why? So I'm slurping on that the copiade here, just being like, okay, like as I mentioned in the beginning, the other one with the new director or producer, whatever the fuck they call it, music world, that they're going with here, who just loves to add just crazy vocal effects and never allow clean audio, and just I'll have it this weird spacey stuff. Like, for a producer who like super loves to do that, I'm just hoping that like they're just like, okay, well, let's get it out of your system for this EP. You can go to town and have fun. But I'm really hoping this is not their whole next album of just like spacey, trippy techno, heavily produced effect, reverb up to 20 when it's supposed to only be able to go up to 10. Like, let's hope it's just like that's not the album though, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm just like I'm I'm just like taking extra doses of that copamine, just be like, yeah, it's just gonna be this EP, right? They're gonna do this for a whole album, right? That'd be silly to do that for a whole album, right? I'm just like, hey, you know what I'm saying? So that's making me very nervous. We'll just put it that way. I'm really hoping that they're just like, we're gonna do a crazy, trippy, like super produced version of an album, because we haven't gone that direction before. I'm like, just don't though. But like, how about we don't though? Have you ever tried doning that? Like, how about we don't though? Anyways. So, with that in mind, with that being said, this was pretty cool. This was a cool take on it. I even liked that there was a little bit of scream in there. I like the intensity. I like the take on it. I like that it wasn't monotone the whole way throughout. I like it was a lot more dynamic. It had a lot more switch up to it. Like, this is definitely hit better than Ordered. Like definitely across the board, like approved. I still think it could have been way better, but just keeping that out of my mind, for what it was really good. So let's bring it on back down here. I imagine I wouldn't write anything anyways. I think I'm just going to listen to these because I don't think there's going to be a whole lot for me to discover and go into. So I imagine we won't be writing down anything in these lists. Let's go back through it and let's kind of dissect kind of what I liked, what the sounds were, what kind of happened here. Let's see what we come across. So first, I really like that they're keeping the core of the melody from the different instruments and sounds and stuff that they had in the original. It doesn't have that kind of airy pull to it that the first one had, but it still has the da 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 da. It has that, which is awesome. It also has that dum, 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 from the bass in there. Like that they kept that true in here from the original. I do like those little touches that have been in both of them so far. That's nice.
For the sacrifices you made for me.
Now, when it started out with that gritty, scraggly voice, just like the last time, I was a little bit like, I don't know. But then I was like, but that is actually how the Blood starts. That is like the exact voice that Blood starts in. So let's let it cook. And then it did cook, and it did change, and it got dynamic and switched. So I was like, okay, we're good. I'm okay with this.
I hate you for every time you ever bled for me. I hate you for the way you smile when you look at me. I hate you for never taking control.
That dun 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 dun, that right there. It gives such Stranger Things vibes. Which is really cool. I don't know if that was intentional or not. I mean, and now that I look at it, I didn't really think about it in the last one, but now that I look at it, the red color and this text actually does look like Stranger Things logo. You know, now that I think about it. So that's very possible that was intentional. That's pretty cool. I dig that. But I will say I do like the emotion and then the slight change ups. It's not like a massive change up, but there are like little slight delays or changes to note durations in here, like very slight, very minute changes, but there are some changes to it, and I do like the way it flows. I do think these are really interesting changes and choices.
You smile when you look at me. I hate you for never taking control of me. I hate you for always saving me from myself. I hate you for always choosing me.
And again, bringing in that original, but having it like in a different flavor, the dun dun kind of rhythm that the sound that the guitarists were making originally. But it does kind of sound like guitarish, but like also like not like more like EDM. But yeah, interesting. Or just electronic in general.
I hate you for always choosing me and not someone else. I hate you for always pulling me back from the edge. I hate you for every kind word you ever said.
So interesting enough, I've never really looked it up. I don't know if it was in the original lyrics when I did Blood so many years ago. But I either forgot or it just wasn't in the lyrics, or I just didn't look up the lyrics at the time. That was also possible. I wasn't checking out lyrics yet. I don't know. It was the first one I released, so who knows. But yeah, I never remember what the lyrics, or never really knew what the lyrics were to that little na, na, na line there. And I always thought she was just screaming out on like aggression. But now with this, I guess it would make sense if she screams out blood. So now I gotta know what the lyrics are. So that's kind of cool. I mean, I still don't. I always thought that, you know, because she ends it saying that. Um, let's see. At least in one part when she says something about for always driving me insane. I thought it was said just like now. Some reason I thought it was just adding on to what was just being said. It's just like, you drive me insane, just like now, you drive me insane, something like that. And then she just screamed out or something. But it sounds like it says like, you dry up my, and then she says blood. Is that what? I don't really know. Now I need to actually look up what is being said there. Yeah, you dry my blood. Is that what's being said there? That's interesting. So I kind of like the way this sounds, in a sense. I like how it's close to the original, but changed. I like that. And because it's purely based off of the fact that it's supposed to be in the 80s, the sounds and everything fitting that 80s theme works really well. If this wasn't specifically an 80 version of the song, I'd be like, these are weird sounds. But since it is, those fit really well. I could do probably without the really processed, affected, produced, just drowning on her vocals. Like, it's, I don't, what would you call that sound? It's just so I guess that would be, isn't that reverb? When you turn up reverb enough, doesn't have that kind of like white noise hiss to it, just that echoing, vibrating hiss of reverb to it. It's just like, it's just like, it's not enough. Keep cranking it. No, it's too much. No, it's not enough. No, it's too much stuff. It's not enough. And it just kept turning it all the way up. It's just like, it doesn't need to be that hissy and just incredibly blasting, blaring, vibrating sound. Like, I don't know if it need that. You know what I'm saying? I think it would have been cool if you like gave us half of that and was just like kind of half clean, but also with some of that echoey reverb to it. Sure, but like, why is it so much so that it's creating like feedback in the sound? Like, I didn't need that much. I don't know if it needed that much. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It's just weird vocalization choices. Again, really hope that's just this album, man. Really, like, really don't make it the next album. I just don't make it the whole album. Just this EP, right? Like, we're cool, right? Like, I don't know if I can take a whole album like this, dog. Like, I really don't. I really fucking don't. So, like, really hope Purge and God Mode and all that stuff is just like really crushing, man. Because I don't feel like, I don't know if I can get through the album if it's all this level of just heavily produced effects on Maria's vocals. Like, I don't think I can get through an album like that, man. So, like, really hoping it's not. Okay, let's keep going. Though the multiple voices stacked on top of it, though, that layering is pretty fucking cool. I won't lie. And the very cool, almost MIDI sounding piano kind of keyboard work in there is also really cool sounding. I really do enjoy all that. That returning theme back into the next verse, very nice, very nice. Yeah, you know, I'm digging it. It's cool. I'm liking what I'm hearing. It's pretty good. Right, now this was a little bit more what I was talking about here. This second part, like the second verse was not the same as the first verse, just like it's not supposed to be. It is slightly different or it does have a little bit of difference in the original as well. There's more like kind of like sinister whisper to this whole thing. Is like, this is a nice change up. This is a nice dynamic shift in the song. I like this. Yeah, and especially this part that does break out into that very interesting harmony with a little bit of electronic sound on it is really cool. I like that they brought that, they put that in here, and it sounds really awesome, especially since we're switching it up, getting another change from the sinister whispers back into this very interesting breakup here. Very nice, liking this. First off, this is the intensity on these like haunting, like demonic whispers is fascinating. I love this sound, and then it breaks off into that scream in there. It's, nice touches here. I'm really digging this second verse. And then we get to this solo. It was a smooth, just kind of soulful note for note guitar solo originally. Let's hear this. All right, the zipper. I forgot about the zipper. I had a thought when I was listening to this with that that happens in there again and again. Very sharp, very punching in the ears. It literally just sound like the producer was just sitting there like working on some stuff, and then someone's like, "All right, I gotta go," and just zipped up their jacket. And he's like, "Wait, that sound." Start recording, like, "Do it again." Just zipped up a zipper. He's like, "Yes, now let's turn all the effects on it." Yeah, this is really what it sounds like. He was just inspired because someone zipped up a coat or something. It was just like, that's in the song. I don't know how I feel about this producer, man, but it's at least an interesting effect, to say the least. Does that not sound like a zipper? Besides that weird fucking sound, I do love that the entire melody line of this guitar solo is here in its entirety. It's really cool, and it sounds really beautiful with everything that's happening to it. Pretty good, I like that. I like the extra little chiminess on top. That's a nice touch. Hold on, let me fucking think. Okay, we're good. I don't know if it's the headset or if it's the microphone, man, I swear. I should get it's the headphone, because I think I put it out there. Yeah, I think it might be the headphones. Anyways. I like
I do all the sacrifices you make for me.
Now, I'm pretty positive in the original it's just the I hate you every time you ever bled for me. I don't think it repeats the other one, but now I need to go listen to it. Just in case that part's in there like extremely quiet, like barely even heard whisper in the background. But I don't think it is. But I like that it's in there in this version. That's really cool. Yeah. Good. Yeah, I enjoy it. Yeah, for what it is. I makes you extremely nervous for the album because this is producer. I don't know. I think they need. I don't know. So it just kind of feels like, man, I've been doing techno and EDM and dubstep and all this stuff for like forever. I want try something new. I should try the rock and metal genre. But then just brought over all the same habits and stuff from what he used to be working on to here. And like, I don't know. It's not that I have anything against it. Like, if it was just purely the instruments and all the background sounds and effects and all that stuff, I wouldn't have a problem with it. It's just like, I don't know. Like, I know Maria's been getting experimental with her vocals in some songs, but like I can be like cool with it in like a song or two throughout the album. But like, if we're doing it every fucking song, man, like I don't know. Is crazy to say that Maria has insanely powerful vocals, and I like to hear them like clean and unfucked with. Maybe like, obviously like the standard enhancements that you'd usually have, like some reverb and stuff like that. Sure, but like, is it crazy to think I just kind of want to hear her natural voice? Is that weird? Am I insane? Like, am I the crazy one? She has an insanely amazing voice. I'd rather hear that than what you can do to voices through production effects. I'd rather just hear her fucking voice than production effects. You know what I mean? Like, call me old fashioned. I don't know. I'm a little weird. I'm fucking psycho. I know. Call me crazy, but I'd kind of rather just hear Maria's voice because that's what I fell in love with. I'd rather hear that. Like, cool, you can do really fun stuff production wise, buddy. Like, that's awesome. I'd rather hear her voice though. Like, if I'm gonna be completely 100% honest with you, I'd rather just hear her voice. Like, just her voice. Like, believe all that other shit for other projects. Like, I want to hear her voice. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. Little disappointed, but again, really crossing fingers, drowning myself in Copiade, which is Kool-Aid mixed with copium, just so you know. If you're wondering what that was. And just hoping it's not the album, and it's just they had some fun on the CP, and then like, that's all it is. But I just got this sinking feeling in my gut that that's not what it is. So we'll find out together. Anyways, fun. I don't know. Adrenalize should be intriguing, to say the very least. I'm just really hoping that Burn is slapping. I mean, for some reason, that's the one I'm looking the most forward to in this EP. So we'll find out what happens there. Thank you for joining me. In this moment, I appreciate the music. Not so much your producer, but I appreciate your music. And I will see you all next time.